We begin first up with a probe into the shooting at the White House Correspondents Dinner. More details are emerging about the plot to assassinate Trump and other senior officials. Now, according to acting U.S. Attorney General Todd Blanche, the accused, identified as 31-year-old Cole Allen, has been charged with 3 federal charges. The first count is attempted assassination of President Donald Trump, and other 2 counts are related to firearm offenses. Allen did not enter a plea at his first court appearance. The next hearing is slated for 30th of April. Well, details that have been shared by officials paint a clearer picture of the timeline of events. According to Blanche, Allen had made a reservation at Washington Hilton Hotel for 24th of April through April 26th, which coincided with the date of the event, which usually takes place on the last Saturday of April. Allen left his home in Los Angeles on 21st of April, traveling by train to Chicago. It was on 24th of April that he left Chicago and arrived in capital Washington, D.C. And that is where he checked into the Washington Hilton Hotel on the eve of the gala and stayed overnight. Prosecutors told Washington court that he was carrying a pump-action shotgun, a semi-automatic pistol, and 3 knives. On the day of the event, on 25th of April, around 8:40 p.m. local time, he tried to break through security checkpoint on the floor above where the dinner was taking place. Several shots were fired before Allen was subdued in a chaotic encounter near a checkpoint.
On April 21st of this year, he traveled by train from Los Angeles to Chicago and then from Chicago to Washington, D.C. On April 24th, he arrived in Washington, D.C. at approximately 1 o'clock in the afternoon and checked into the Washington Hilton. Approximately at 8:40 on the night of April 25th, Allen approached the security checkpoint on the terrace level of the hotel, which is again a floor above where the dinner was taking place. He ran through the magnetometer holding a long gun. As he did so, U.S. Secret Service personnel assigned to the checkpoint heard a loud gunshot.
Reports suggest that the shooter purchased the shotgun from a firearms dealer 8 months before the attack, and a semi-automatic pistol was purchased 2 years earlier. This was the 3rd attempt at Trump's life in 2 years. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche, however, maintained that law enforcement did not fail in its job to protect the event.
I want to make this clear. This man was a floor above the ballroom with hundreds of federal agents between him and the President of the United States. The Department of Justice approaches incidents like this with urgency and clarity of purpose. Violence has no place in civic life.
At a news conference, U.S. Attorney for Washington has said that the suspect's intent, based on writings he sent to his family before the note that he sent to his family before the attack, was to bring down as many high-ranking cabinet members as he could. As fire rang out, Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and Secretary of State Marco Rubio and other officials were rushed out from the ballroom. He added that more charges could be filed in the days to come.
There will be additional charges as this investigation continues to unfold. But make no mistake, this was an attempted assassination of the President of the United States, with the defendant making clear what his intent was.